You're live, brother.
I would definitely agree.
All right. Casey, you want to start?
Oh, sure. So on the nose for this one, I said I really liked the nose. It smelled really good to me. It was sweet, honey, vanilla. Got a little bit of apples and cherries on the nose for me as well. The palate and the finish is where I struggled, and it depended on what was going on in my mouth. Sometimes it was very cinnamon, oaky, spicy, and other times you really felt like more cherries coming out. It got really smooth. That was more with chocolate for me. Finish-wise, it was a tingle that lingered. So it felt like maybe this is a little bit more rye in this batch than a typical traditional. Interestingly, it felt dry in the mouth after sitting for a while. But again, with chocolate, like the finish was like really smooth. It didn't tingle. It didn't linger. So like, strange that it changed so much for me. So I struggled rating it. I didn't dislike it anyway. I think I liked it more without chocolate, personally. But the chocolate was still good, and I rated it an 84 overall. I said it was traditional. I think it's a little higher on proof, like 105. And then I went with a 10-year, $85 price range.
Nice.
How many years?
10 year.
10 years. All right, so I got vanilla cherry on the nose. I got a lot of honey after the cherry and vanilla kind of went away. And then I got like a rye spice and then that oakiness. And then when I did the chocolate, the cherry came right back with it. And then the finish, I just said it's a little dry, like it kind of lingered, and I didn't really get much other than that. I like it. I scored it at 85. I know what it is, so I won't be the other parts. But I like it. This is actually the first time I've had this. Really? Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. All right, I got a little strawberry on the nose with some honey. And oak and nutty. And I really liked it on the palate. Really liked it with chocolate. The finish, I got some pepper and some spice. And I rated it 72 overall.
Okay. All right. I got a cherry and a vanilla on the nose, and on the palate I just put on the front. It was a little stingy on the front, kind of but it kind of buttered. It kind of coated a little bit on the back. On the finish, I put it had kind of a little leathery finish, like that little dry, little tingle, felt a little dry, leather. I put it as 105 proof. I thought it was like the age was 7 years. And I'll just take a wild guess. I just said redemption.
So on the nose, same. Everybody said kind of the same thing: vanilla, cherry. I think you said strawberry. Kind of the cherry mellowed into the strawberry for me a little bit, which is unique. I don't know if I've ever had that in a bourbon before, so I think I like that. I liked it. I don't have anything negative to say about it.
I remember where I got strawberry from.
The finish was light. The flavors didn't carry really. Like you just got like a tingle that kind of hung with you, but like the flavor wasn't there. I liked it with the chocolate as well. I think I said the chocolate covered cherries you get at Christmas time is what reminded me. And then the funny thing is when I sniffed the glass after it was empty, 100% fruit. That's all I could smell. It was like fruit juice with a glass empty. Like there was no other flavor in there but fruit.
Yeah.
I liked it with the chocolate without 87. I think everybody said 105. That's what I wrote down, which is funny. 6 years, and I said $80. I have no idea what it is, but like I said, I like it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm similar with what everybody said. I got some raisin and apple on the nose as well. Palate, I thought it was great. Cinnamon, vanilla oak. The finish was lingering, like everybody said. Also got a little bit of cinnamon on that. Though the chocolate kind of ruined it for me. It took all the flavors out of it. Didn't have any finish on it, so liked it much better with the just without the chocolate. I rated it 84. That was a 5 years since I feel like the flavors changed, and so I thought it might be a characteristic of a young bourbon. and I thought it was $80 traditional.
So, like on the nose for me, it was like super cherry. I thought it wasn't going to be very hot at all. The initial palate, like everybody else, a lot of bite. Super oaky, and it was a lot hotter than I thought on the palate based on the nose. But with the chocolate, it was totally different. So it just smoothed everything out. The finish for me was like super long. It had a super long bite. It just stayed with you for a long time. Very bitter, and the polar opposite when you had the chocolate with it. It was super cherry. So I agree with Chad with it tastes like you're eating a chocolate covered cherry. Overall, I give it a 75. No chocolate, 81 with.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with
Heavy split.
108 proof, 6 year. I think it's probably $60, and I totally agree with Craig. Redemption, because that's the palate I have. I can just name bourbons.
If it is redemption, you gotta leave.
You're
It's his house. He's out.
You gotta go find a corner.
Everybody's out. Swim to another dock.
Anthony, did you let him feel the bottle?
No.
Just making sure.
My first name was Dickel. I was like, is this Dickel?
No, not Dickel. Not Dickel.
I'm the same with everybody on the palate. Cherry, vanilla, even more so when it's empty now. I mean, it's all straight cherry. That I actually give the nose the highest score. I give it an 85. The palate, same. A lot of tingle in the beginning, but I can get a lot of flavor in it. It's just more tingle. Finish. First finish, I got oaky and smoky, but it was so light, a little bit of a linger. With the chocolate for me, the finish completely did a 180. I thought the finish went very sweet, very smooth. It brought all that fruit back out. So I gave it a 78 without chocolate. I gave it an 85 with chocolate. I think it's traditional. I do think it's hotter than we think it is. I think it's 110. I think it's 8 year and $70.
Nice.
And no clue what it is.
All right.
Redemption.
Well, mine's.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not getting kicked out.
we're pretty much repetitive. I mean, I smelled the cherry, a little bit of cinnamon maybe on it at the front. I thought it was. I mean, I really liked it. I mean, it is better with chocolate, I think. And when you're done with it, I wrote it still smells like cherry, like crazy, even though the glass is empty. I scored it better with chocolate. I scored an 83 with the chocolate. I scored it an 80 overall. I think it's 100 proof traditional, 6 to 8 year, probably like $65, and I have no idea what it is. I don't feel like I've ever had this, but maybe I have. Who knows?
It's on your shelf.
It's on your
It
shelf.
could be.
It's definitely on his
Drank
it last night.
Yeah.
I'll open it this week if it's on my shelf. I like it. I like it.
All right, consistent with you guys, cherry. I wrote down cherry bomb.
Yeah.
I wrote down cheerwine. If cheerwine made a bourbon,
Yeah, you
Great fucking good. I was trying to think of that.
We were
Fucking
just talking
cheer
about
wine.
that
It
today.
still smells like cheer wine.
smells like cheerwine.
Cheer beer.
Cheer beer. Yeah.
Wine is a North Carolina product.
Yes.
Salisbury,
Yes.
baby.
Yes.
And somebody has put Eagle Rare in a cheerwine barrel.
Straight through, got cherry all the way through. On the finish, oak, vanilla. It was kind of bland. Definitely liked it with the chocolate. The chocolate changed it. I like that. I rated it 85 all the way down. 110 proof. I think it was a little bit hotter than we thought. Like you, 7 year, $70.
What's the
What'd
lowest
you say the
score?
proof was, Q?
I said like over 100. I don't think it's a crazy.
feel like
high. I think
I
it's
feel like
cool.
the
I think
average
we all-
score is like
I
about
was
80.
trying to
We're all
pick
about
it up.
105. I heard 110.
Yeah.
You're
Somebody-
110.
I think it's
110.
105 to 110.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so what
It had a little
what's the reality?
sting.
What's the reality?
The reality is, it's 96.6 proof.
Ooh.
It's 97.
It's a traditional. It is marketed as a high rye. It's believed to be 15 to 25% rye. It's $50.
Damn.
Which
It's a
I
good
didn't
bourbon.
pay. But MSRP is $50. And it's aged 12 years.
Oh, shit.
12 years.
Wow.
Is it
It's-
findable?
It is not findable.
Okay.
It is a Sazerac product.
Well, look at that.
Oh.
Wow. 12
Which
years.
one?
The 12
12
years.
years.
Wow.
Nice. How about that?
Look at that.
That's pretty.
redemption.
That
Let me
is
get a picture.
redemption.
You can say.
The liquor store I get from New York is
Yeah.
$80 a bottle in New York.
Wow.
$80 a bottle, I can get it.
Bring me.
I'd take a bottle of that.
It was
all day.
delicious. It was delicious.
I think it's
Yeah. I have the entire
I've had it.
Now I feel like I need
1792
to open
vertical
the
set.
pickles.
Yeah, I've never opened a 12 year.
Yeah.
I got them all. I got the port finish. I got
It's good.
It's really good.
20,
Yeah.
200
What'd you
years
pay?
Solid.
anniversary.
75.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah.
MSRP.
Is that?
But it's
Never
so,
opened it.
hold
Hold
on,
on a
it's like
You
$100.
bought that out from under me, you fucker.
Yeah.
From who? Because on the
Now you
tag,
know.
I
Now
said,
you know.
On the tag?
yeah, I said I don't want that 1792 12. He goes, it's already gone.
I wasn't gonna. I knew his ass was gonna steal the full proof, so I was like, I'm not even gonna ask for that. I'll take the single barrel EH and the sweet.